They
Yes,
all, th-
that's what has been happening.
yes. Now, what is your autism rate? How many children in Japan are being diagnosed with autism? Here in the United States, it's 1 in 50 births are born onto the spectrum of autism. Do you understand what I mean with autism?
I know the sickness,
Is it
but
a
I
high
don't know.
rate in Japan?
I'm not sure. I heard about this sickness only once from a friend who has autism kid.
Okay.
So, but I'm pretty sure electromagnetic thing is really bad for children with autism.
Yes.
So probably that the rate is going to increase.
Well, autism is being intentionally and environmentally created for
Is it?
yes, it is, and for several reasons.
Mm.
Uh, when you have a child that is autistic, they lack empathy. They don't have the ability to express concern. And recently, there's a rash of IT companies that are now looking to hire autistic people that are performing higher on the curve of autism. You have those that are very incapacitated and those that are functioning as an Asperger's. Asperger's is the name of the higher functioning curve, like Bill Gates, who has Asperger's.
I didn't know
Okay? And Bill Gates is proud to be saying that he's vaccinating third world countries and everyone else with his vaccines. He released drone mosquitoes in some of the jungle areas to test what it would look like if they vaccinated, required vaccinations on the population. But that experiment failed, and people were bitten numerous times, and they became quite sick. So they sent in troops to massacre these villages to wipe out the evidence of these experiments that failed. Bill
That's
Gates,
true.
Bill Gates right now, along with the World Bank and the most powerful leaders on the planet, are initiating a new global educational curriculum. It's called Common Core Curriculum. It's a global curriculum. And here in the United States, our government approved it. And all of our school boards in every state has been forced, or has, I should say, approved it. And next year, they're starting in many cities now with this new Common Core curriculum, which is lowering math standards and science standards. And the reason that they're lowering math and science standards is because in this document on the website, do you see this? Do you see stopthecrime.net? Do you see this document called Silent Weapons?
I cannot see that.
Okay, go to stopthecrime.net.
Okay, let me check stopthecrime.net right now.
Okay, go to source documents, and you will find these documents that I'm speaking to you about. These have global implications. This is a global policy for everyone. And they will tell you in the fewest amount of pages what their plan is. And this was a 1954 Bilderberg policy. And it's very important to read this and share this with people so that we can bring people the information. They'll know what's happening, what their plans are, and what we need to know in order to cause any kind of a change in their plans. So it's called Silent Weapons, Silent Weapons, Quiet War. So make sure that you go on to stopthecrime.net, push the source document tab and take a look.
Which one is source document?
Okay,
Subjugate.net.
yeah, it'll say source documents along the top.
Let me see. Just added source docs. Oh,
That's
source
it. Yeah, you push that, and then you will see the list of the documents that I'm speaking to you about.
Silent weapons for quiet words.
Yes, you may want to bookmark that, and just bookmark the source documents. Watch the Iron Mountain documentary.
Wait a minute.
It's above.
I'm not very good at. I'm not good at computer at all. So
Okay.
I can go to source docs, but I don't know how to make it bookmarked.
Oh, well, don't worry about bookmarking it. Just write it down, and then when we're not talking, you can look up those documents. Just click on them, and they'll pop up for you. And then you can download them. Can you download and print?
Well, printer has a little bit problem right now.
Do you have a friend?
They always have a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so have a friend download those documents and print them out.
Okay, from source docs.
Yes.
You were talking about silence weapons for quiet words.
Yes. And I'm talking about the NASA war document. Print that out. Do you see the one that says NWO exposed 1969? Print that one. Print that one
Is
too.
about NASA.
Well, the NASA document, they all relate. They're all documents that are written by the global banking cartel, the richest families, the richest people on the face of the planet. These are their plans. So when you read these plans, you understand that they are orchestrating mass pollution. So all of the weather events that we're experiencing, all of this is intentional. They've orchestrated the high cancer rates that we're experiencing here in the United States. Our cancer rates are rising by the thousands and thousands. We shouldn't be so sick. But we've got diabetes, we've got heart disease, we've got allergies. We're being sprayed by chemtrails just like you are. Are you recognizing the amount of chemtrails that you're being sprayed?
No, I started to check chemtrails since last year.
Okay. So go to our other website called Toxic Sky, TOXIC, sky.org.
Toxic sky.
Yes, and what you will find is, did you happen to watch the heavy storms that hit Oklahoma here in the United States? We had horrible thunderstorm or tornadoes. Did you hear about that?
That was when I was in the States, or just
No.
before that?
A few weeks ago, there were horrible tornadoes in Oklahoma here, and it wiped out several towns. There were many people killed, and they're still having huge tornadoes. And of course, the weather is completely engineered. So you will see on toxicsky.org, you will see a weatherman, a meteorologist, show the graphs of the chemtrailing and how they pushed those fronts, those weather fronts, to create those weaponized weather events to target the farmland and to target rural communities. And yes, it's horrific. The weather is fully engineered and weaponized. They do attacks all over the world. They're hitting the food supply. They're killing people. They're stealing land, because when they destroy properties like Sandy, the hurricane on our eastern seaboard here in the United States, that was directed weather events as well. And what they're doing is they're hitting the economy financially, because those types of weather-related damages are in the millions and millions and millions of dollars. And then many people aren't able to rebuild on their properties because they're redefining the properties as being in flood zones. Do you understand what I mean? Where the property never flooded before, then it floods, and then the insurance companies say you can't rebuild, or the cities say we have new codes, you can't rebuild. So it's
I
important.
hear so much noise. What is going on?
Okay, well, can you hear me better now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what I was just saying was look at the source documents, read the source documents, and share them with your friends. These documents have been secret for far too long. And when...
Which one? ToxicSky.org source
Well,
documents?
no, look at toxicsky.org, but the source documents are on Stop the Crime.
Stop the crime.
Yeah, yeah. So spend some time on that, and you can print off information off those websites. It's all free. Just print whatever you would like. Also, is your area putting in smart meters? Are they replacing your electric meters with the new?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay, do you understand what the smart meters are all about?
It is all of, well, at least I know that it has a lot of effect on health,
Yes.
and it is for the company to make money.
Well, yes, what it is for really is for global energy dominance by the elite. They want to control all resources of the planet. And the smart grid, the smart meters, will eventually not only be on your electricity, for your electrical, but water and gas. And ultimately, it will track your food supply. Because what they're doing is not only are they forcing these on every house across the globe, they're also radiation microwave frequencies that damage our DNA, our cells. And people are getting very sick. There's major protesting in the United States, in Canada, in Australia. And Britain just decided recently to hold off the deployment of smart meters for 1 year until there were some studies. And what is happening with the smart meters is that they tell you, your utility company will tell you that you can save money and lower your energy use, which is just a lie. What it is about is increasing the cost of your utilities, controlling you in your homes, because you will eventually be required to have all new appliances that have sensors in them with RFID chips, so that each appliance will be able to be monitored by your utility company. And I know that you can't trust your utility companies in Japan. So I can say to you that we're all being lied to on a global basis about what the smart meters are about. It is for enslavement in our homes. It's radiating us to reduce the population. And it is a massive, massive surveillance grid. And it dovetails into mind control because of the increased frequencies. And that is ultimately what we're all needing to be most aware of, is the level of mind control through all of these artificial frequencies. So that is probably the highest order of concern, would be the level of empowerment that the elites want over us through mind control. They want to control your thoughts, your feelings, what you say, what they make your body do. That is their goal, and that is what they're doing right now with all of the frequencies and with the chemtrails. The chemtrails are involved in that also. So I urge you to take a look at the source documents. We'll post this on the website so that you can see what we're talking about right now. And if you can get this out to your friends in Japan and start telling them that this is a global attack on everybody. We are being assaulted with frequencies. It's not bullets. Our wars are not going to be with bullets. Our wars are going to be with frequencies and micro dust that they're dumping on us from the aerosol spraying and many of the other technologies that you will see in that NASA document. So I don't want to overwhelm you with too much. So pay attention to the source documents.
Okay. Well, basically, I've been checking so many things. What you were talking about. Basically, I had a rough idea of what's going on already in a way.
Okay.
By just watching here and there.
So
I
it was
had a rough idea.
So it's making some sense to you.
Yes.
Okay, good.
What's going on?
Okay.
I'm wondering if natural hazards are not really natural hazards and it can be created by some kind of a weather changing machine and control. Also, human thoughts are controlled by something too. And that's things I've been worried about. And also, when I was checking Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theory,
Yes.
I could tell many of them are important.
That's correct. So what we need to do as we learn these things is to then share this information with your neighbors and your family and your friends.
Okay.
Okay, that is what we do.
I was writing on newspapers and magazines before.
Yes.
I try to find some of the contacts. Maybe many of them already retired, but still I can find some people who are in media if they can be interested in and spread this.
Well, it's important to understand when you read The Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, you will understand that the global media is controlled by these very wealthy people. This is why we are now in so much difficulty, because it's been massive propaganda and massive deception to all of us. We've been betrayed. We've been betrayed.
That's why many people are already controlled.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But we can still get the word out because people know there's something really wrong.